We're here on a review hearing. We are conducting this through Zoom under a finding of good cause and agreement with parties. And we're live streaming and Ms. Taylor is making our record. Okay, we'll take announcements.
Pamela Ferguson, Regional Attorney representing the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services. I'm present and ready with Permanency Specialist Zona Ramsey Mitchell and Supervisor Dakota Miller, both from St. Francis Ministries.
Linda Eveline, Tony for Tony.
Okay, how close are we getting to adoption? That's my big question of the day.
So we are very close. We originally had the adoption subsidy paperwork submitted. It got rejected because her LOC wasn't updated in our system, which Dakota and I put a rush on trying to get it figured out what we can do to assist in getting that corrected. But everything else is completely in order. That's the only thing we're waiting on.
And the LOC, the most frustrating part about it, the LOC was only 2 days expired, and YFT would not update because of the 2 days, literally 2 days. So the placement, the CPA had to resubmit. They have already been in touch with YFT, so we're hoping to have that back this week, and then we'll submit paperwork again.
Okay, I'm trying to follow all the acronyms, but I think World for Tomorrow or
Youth for Tomorrow, yes.
Youth for Tomorrow, and okay, all right.
Yes.
Okay, so how long do we think?
We're hoping to have it adoption and everything, adopted placement within the next 30 days.
Okay. And then what are we looking at as far as actually going to court?
We wanted to do the adoptive placement date and the court hearing the same date. I think it confused people when I was asking for that. But that was the goal. We wanted to do adoptive placement and court hearing on the same date. Okay. It prevents Lacey from having to do extra stuff. It prevents Zona from having to do extra stuff. That way we can just do it all in one day.
Okay.
I think that's pretty normal.
Okay, sounds good. All right, then. Ms. Eveling, any concerns?
No, and I put a lot of this delay. We should have had this done months ago, and I put a lot of this on the CPA, the agency. They just made it difficult for months. But I hope we're finally getting close to getting this done. Tawny deserves better than the agency's given her. Not this agency, but the licensing agency.
Okay, I hope we will.
My 2 cents.
I hope that we will get it done. And I'm trying to remember. I think this is the one that Judge Martindale gave me permission to hear.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Okay.
Good. I hope so.
So, getting it scheduled with us is not going to be an issue.
Good.
So I'll just wait to hear from somebody and then we'll get it set and we'll do it. All right, great. Okay, then I'll continue the department as permanent managing conservator and I will continue her current placement. Ms. Barker, since you're here, anything you wanted to add? And
No, she's doing really good. She got a car, she got braces, she's learning how to drive, she's doing really well in school. She's doing good.
All right, and in spite of all of that, your hair hasn't fallen out or you haven't turned gray like me, or that's great.
I've got a couple extra grays in there, but you know what? That's okay. It's worth it. It's worth it.
Well, okay. Tell her that we all said hello and I'm excited for her getting her license and learning to drive. That's a big deal.
Yes. It's exciting for teenagers. It's scary for the parents.
Yeah. Okay. Well then, all right. I am going to continue permanent managing conservator, continue placement. And then we do have another review hearing scheduled for October 9th of 2024 on a 9 o'clock docket. I'm hoping we're not going to need that. And what we're going to be doing is adoption way before that. So you all just let me know. All right. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're here today set on a resetting of our final hearing, which was commenced. It's been so long ago now. I've forgotten. Just a minute.
Your Honor, I believe it was commenced on January 10th.
Yeah, originally January 10th of 2024. Reset a couple of different times for different reasons, which we've made a record about before. The last setting was April 10th of 2024, and the unit where Ms. Simone Castro is placed had no electricity due to storms, so we were not able to continue that day. So, we're here to continue our final and, just to be sure, there was a jury request made at one point in time by the mother. We took that up at the last hearing. Because we had already called and recessed the case, it was not timely, requested. And so also another change that occurred at the last hearing was that, we had always been providing a, Kichi interpreter for Ms. Himon Castro, but Mr. Pirtle indicated she would prefer to have Spanish interpretation, so we have arranged for Mr. Perales to interpret today. All right, we'll take announcements.
Pamela Ferguson, Regional Attorney representing the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services. I'm present and ready with Permanency Specialist Abigail Lawrence and Supervisor Tippy Watson, both from St. Francis Ministries.
Monica Olivas and Heidi Herrera from CASA, present and ready.
Tim Pirtle for Manuela Himon Castro, we're ready.
Brooks Barfield for Diego Himon Castro. He is still not present. For the record, he has not participated in any of these proceedings, nor do we know where he's located. I am ready to proceed, however, in his absence.
Bailey Sapien on behalf of Alvicar Chingo Mendez. I have not had any contact with my client, but I am present and ready to proceed.
Ryan Turman on behalf of Unknown Father. I am still currently unaware of who the unknown father may be. Does not appear to be present, whoever that may be, but I am present and ready to proceed.
Linda Evelyn Yadlatter for the children, present and ready.
All right, and as clarification, we also had, I think, Mr. Barfield as attorney for, we believe it's one and the same individual, but also Domingo Luis Gabriel.
AKA, I guess, can we just, that's my understanding as well. And again, yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
Ah.
Just wanted to be clear on the record that
Yes,
we
ma'am.
two different names for this individual, but our information is that it is one and the same person.
Yes, ma'am.
And Your Honor, just for clarity's sake, the department has served both individuals separately.
Okay. All right. Has served under the two different names.
Yes. In case they turn out to be, and plus we've served an unknown father in case it turns out to be someone else.
All right. Any pre-trial matters we need to take up before we get started?
None that I'm aware of.
Your Honor, I did see a motion filed this morning.
Okay, hang on.
Judge, I just filed a motion for you to confer with the oldest child, who is, we put 11 on there, but he's now 14.
Okay.
Just turned 12.
He just turned 12.
Actually, it's 13.
Yeah, 13. That's what he. April 22nd, I believe.
I show he turned 13 April 22nd.
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll have to see if we can secure the child's appearance. Suspect the child's at school. So, I don't know who, somebody in the background needs to go to work on that.
Well, Your Honor, we would like a ruling first. The department would object to anybody but the child's attorney making that request.
Judge, I don't know. That's a proper objection. I think
I
the
think
mother can certainly request.
I think anybody can file the motion. And so, since the child is 13 years of age, I will speak with the child's attorney present in CASA. But if we can secure the child's appearance, and if we can't today, then I'll hold any ruling until such time that I get to speak with the child as requested.
Okay, Your Honor, we may need to do that because we haven't, we didn't get any notice. So we haven't spoken to the foster parents and arranged that.
Right, I understand. I mean, it's obviously problematic, and I don't know how quickly they can produce the child to do that. So it may not happen today. I mean, I just may have to withhold any ruling until I've talked with the child. So,
Your Honor, our understanding was that he just turned 12. The birth certificate that we have shows him turning 12 this year.
okay. I mean, I had his year of birth is 2011.
The certificate we had showed 12, and I know that was a question early on. Our understanding was answered that direction, that he was born in 2012.
Your Honor, I have his birth certificate right here. Let me see.
Petition does indicate he would be 12 as of a couple of weeks ago.
Your Honor, his date of birth was his year of birth was 1992.
What?
No.
Or no, I mean, sorry. I'm looking at mom's, sorry. April 22 of 2012. So 2012.
Okay. All right. So as long as the petition is correct, then we're fine. Just because it's in my system wrong doesn't affect anything. Okay. All right. So
petition has.
He's 12, so the same thing applies under the family code. I will speak with the child, his attorney, and with CASA.
Your Honor. Do I need to go get him out of school? It will take me about 40 minutes or 45.
Sadly, yes.
Okay, let me go grab him.
And get him checked out. If you need something from my office, just let us know if you need anything for an excused absence.
Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you.
So, Ms. Edling, what petition are you looking at?
The original petition.
Because I've got the third amended, and it has the birth date as 2011.
I just pulled up the original. It was filed on 7/19/22. Yes, there have been some amendments, and it may have a typo because obviously the birth certificate says 2012.
Your Honor, I would at this time make a motion to make a trial amendment to amend the date of birth on the petition to the original date of birth on the original petition, which is 2012. And all parties have received, because it is an exhibit for the department, a proposed exhibit, all parties have received the child's birth certificate. It's Exhibit 8.
All right. Any objection to the trial amendment?
No.
No objection.
No objection.
No objection.
Judge, I guess I'll amend my motion to make it clear and state the child's age is 12 on my motion to confer, just for the record.
All right. All right. I think we're going to all agree child is 12 at this point in time, and family code's clear at that age. Then I will speak with the child, like I said, in CASA and his attorney, as soon as we can secure his appearance. So. All right, then. We're going to go ahead and get started with testimony. Quick reminder, as great as Mr. Corrales is, please, everybody, please slow the pace down a little bit. His job is very stressful, and taking an extra breath really will help him. All right, then, Ms. Ferguson.
And Your Honor, before I get started, I do want to make a motion for us to go off YouTube. I do anticipate that we will be discussing issues related to immigration of the oldest child and possibly immigration and criminal issues related to mom. And I would ask that we go off YouTube for the protection of the parties.
All right, counsel, any objection? I have no problem with that as with respect to the child, not so much concern with an adult parent.
No objection, Your Honor.
No objection.
No objection.
No objection.
Are we gonna get it? How quickly are we gonna get into that?
I don't know, Your Honor. I am anticipating, since it does touch on permanency, that many different witnesses may discuss it.
Okay. All right, then we're going to go ahead and close the courtroom to protect the privacy of the minor child that this may affect. And I will be back at 1 o'clock with the Briscoe County case, even though it may be very brief because I anticipate we're not going to be done with this. But we will be back live streaming at 1 for a quick review case. And we are conducting this through Zoom under a finding of good cause and agreement of the parties. We are live streaming, and Ms. Taylor's making our record this morning. All right, we'll go ahead and take announcements.
Pamela Ferguson, Regional Attorney representing the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services. I'm present and ready with Permanency Specialist Zona Ramsey Mitchell and Supervisor Dakota Miller, both from St. Francis Ministries.
Monica Olivas with CASA, present and ready.
Judge Baker, I think Miss Grant fell out.
Okay, she did. And let's see. I don't have her in the waiting room. We'll give her just a second. Logged back in. There she is.
Sorry about that, Judge. Apparently, every time I try to turn my video on, it throws me out. So
Okay.
I think I'm going to be audio only. My apologies.
Okay, that's fine. Just
Okay.
wanted to read that you could hear us and we could hear you.
I can. I apologize. Stacey Grant on behalf of Tori, Your Honor.
Okay, then what do we have new since our court report was filed?
So, Tori got moved to a new placement. It is a foster to adopt. And so we're kind of just letting it see how it goes for now, just letting them get used to each other. I talked to placement this morning. They say she's doing really well. They say she's a little lippy, which is just, I mean, you know, she talks back a little bit, but nothing new for Tori. They said she got out of her honeymoon phase pretty fast, which is what I expected from her. She kind of starts to show her wonderful personality pretty early on. Calls them mom and dad, loves being there. She's the only child in the home, so she's getting a lot of personal one-on-one attention right now. And I mean, she's just doing overall well. They've kept up with her therapy and all her counseling. They're working on getting her a dietitian in the new area. She's out of region for us, but they're working on that. But I mean, overall, she's doing great in this new placement, and we have really high hopes for it.
Okay, great. Where is it?
It is in Gary, Texas.
Okay, you're going to have to tell me. Whereabout is that?
It's Panola County. I'm trying to remember what it's by. It's about 5 or 6 hours from Lubbock. So she's a pretty good distance from us.
Yeah, 5 or 6 hours from Lubbock in almost any direction is, you know. So, okay. All right. Okay, Ms. Grant, anything to report? Then you're muted.
Sorry about that. No, judges, it's fairly new. Pretty much, I didn't know where Gary, Texas was either and had to look. So I'm glad I'm not the only one, but just kind of waiting to see how things settle in. And I agree with what Zona said. It's still pretty new, but she's Tori, and she settles in quickly, and we're off and running.
All right, Casa.
I agree with Stacy and Zona. We'll see how it goes from now. Hopefully she'll be comfortable, get used to everybody's new home.
Okay, well, I'm glad it's going well so far, and I think if everybody just keeps real close tabs for this first month or two, and let's make sure placements being supported and what they need and everything else, because I sure would like for this to be a success for her. So, okay, then we'll continue the department as permanent managing conservator, and we'll continue your placement. And our next review hearing will be October 9th of 2024 on a 9 o'clock docket, unless something comes up before that. What I'd like to have is have adoption come up before that. But anyway, I know that'll be awful close. So anyway, maybe one more hearing. All right. Thank you all so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Just off the record, so to speak. Has anybody heard anything about Vivian?
Yes, I talked to James a few months ago, her adoptive father, and she's actually she's doing pretty good. She's being a normal kid. It's everything you would want out of an adoptive home.
Yeah, but as far as we know, things are going well then.
Mm-hmm.
Good, great, good to hear. All right, let's see. I know we're not set till 9:30, but let's see. I've got Delinda, or I think I have Delinda in the waiting room.
Your Honor, Delinda texted me and she's actually has an adversary in Hale County. And so she's trying to do both this morning.
Okay.
Yes, Judge, that's why we set it at 9:30. She said she was hopeful she'd be done by then.
Okay, we'll see. She's logged in. We'll just see if she pops on camera or not. If she doesn't, we'll wait.
I think she's
I'll tell you what, let's
just trying to monitor.
Okay, I'll tell you what, let's do. We'll take up, let's just go ahead and do the 10407 case.
Okay.
Or, you know, I mean, it's just a little confusing because when we make references to mom and children in these.
Judge, I am here, but I'm trying to make an appearance on an adversary, and I think they're running a little behind as well, but I've sent an email in case they don't call me. So I'm here and watching. Thank you.
Okay, we'll go ahead and do the mom's case that you're not involved in, and then we'll kind of check in and see where you're at.
Thank you.
Astro. Okay, we're here today in both cases on review hearings. Encarnacion has turned 18, and my understanding has signed extended care. So that's a review of a young adult. And then the other one is regarding the children. Okay. We are live streaming. Ms. Taylor's making our record, and of course we are doing this through Zoom. All right, we'll go ahead and take announcements from everybody.
Pamela Ferguson, Regional Attorney representing the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services. I'm present and ready with Permanency Specialist Zona Ramsey, Permanency Specialist Uriah Alvarez, Supervisor Will Ratton, and Supervisor Dakota Miller for these two cases, all from St. Francis Ministries. And Your Honor, I would also ask to make a motion to go off YouTube for the protection of to address issues of privacy surrounding immigration issues.
And the worker is Becky Hernandez, not Zona Ramsey.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, I'm letting Ms. Hernandez in, and we have Lavorick Robinson also. Did we need? Did we get everybody's announcements?
Belinda Ebling for the children.
Monica and Beverly from CASA.
All right, great.
Stacy Grant for Encarnacion in both cases, Your Honor.
Okay, then what do we have new since the court report was filed? And let's start, since we've got Ms. Edlin, let's start with the children, Isabel and Eugenia.
Your Honor, may I ask if I can get a ruling on my motion to go off
I'm so
YouTube?
sorry. Yes. Any objection to going off YouTube?
No objection.
No objection.
Okay, then there's been a motion made and no objections made as far as stopping our live stream. So to protect the confidentiality of the individuals involved in these hearings.